When it comes to this new ETF, who is going to be most interested in this product? Is it for retail investors or institutional investors or mix?
It's a mix. I think the one of the great benefits of ETFs is that it's universally available. And you mentioned the stats on this as one of the most successful ever ETF launches, and that just shows the depth of clients that didn't have a route to market before and do now because of the ETF. Be that retail advisors or institutions, I think we're going to see a mix of people looking to use this one.
Now, Bitcoin is already such a tricky asset for investors to get their head around. Adding futures just compounds the sort of complexity here. Why do you think the SEC approved a futures ETF before a physically backed one?
It's a really good question, and one that I don't have a great answer to because honestly, I don't fully understand the rationale. I can see that the SEC has more direct control or regulation over, say, the futures market, over the CME, versus, say, the crypto native exchanges. But you're right that futures are a derivative of the underlying spot market. So the underlying liquidity, the price discovery comes from the underlying markets. And I think the complexity that comes for investors, either that's through the contango and negative roll yields, which has run at circa 10% a year, or the potential for kind of concentration risk is something that will impact the product performance. But that's not to say I'm negative on this as something coming out. I think more access for crypto is generally a really good thing.
Well, Bitcoin is hovering around all-time highs, so clearly those in the Bitcoin community also see more access as a good thing for the asset. Why do you think Bitcoin has shrugged off the negative news flow coming out of China?
There's a few reasons why, but I think the major one is just that the Chinese market or the Chinese regulator has diminishing sort of impact on what happens in crypto over time. They've been nominally trying to restrict or ban crypto since 2013. So each successive move in this direction is less of a shock to the market. And as more and more of the crypto activity moves offshore or out of the Chinese borders, their ability to kind of influence the price or the market sentiment declines.